Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 10 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today's super fun sketch is by Loraine Wilmot and it is absolutely fun. I am going to document this absolutely fun picture of me and my friends at the 80s versus 90s night. I documented a few pictures from that a couple of days ago, and so I'm going to finish that out using the same collection, which is my Hip Kit collection, and it's got some simple story, simple vintage, as well as some pink fresh chrysanthemum. I can't even remember what it's called now, but and then it's got Hip Kit papers that go with it. So I was excited to use some more of these things up. I've had these Hip Kit things in my collection and I really want to use them. And this little circular paper seems to be perfect for what the sketch is calling for. And the pink brings out the pink in my lovely 80s and 90s outfit. 80s, I was wearing 80s. So I'm excited to see how this will all come together. So I have my papers, I have my embellishments, I've got this fun picture and this really cool sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I gut that marbled pink paper. And then the back side of that is this black and white little polka dot, and I gut that as well. And then I'm going to mat the large framed piece in black. And then I'm going to also mat the smaller piece because obviously they go right inside of each other and I need it to have an overlap so it can attach to the paper. And so I did a pretty thin border, but it's like 1/8 of an inch, maybe even 1/4 of an inch border. And because I wanted the black to pop it off, but I didn't want it to take up, too much space or anything. So I made it kind of a thin border. And then I'm going to work on getting these papers together. Now, her sketch has the picture looking significantly smaller or that inside piece being bigger. And so I did trim my picture down a little, but not by very much. It's probably still 5.5 inches by 4 inches. And so I lightly mat that in a very thin white border because it's a darker picture. And we're all wearing, darker clothes for the most part. And so I mat that on a very thin white paper and then mat it on black because that is just kind of going to pop all of that right off of the page with all this color. And then I've got 2 pieces of paper, which is the, A side and B side of this like circular daubed paper. And that's what I'm going to use as my little mats in the middle. And then instead of having multiple size of circles, I'm just using my little finger daubers. And I start with bundled sage, and that's what that green color is. And then I just pull out a light pink dauber from my little box that holds my little finger daubers and a blue one. So I don't know exactly what color they are. I could probably figure it out, but I just pulled them out and felt like they were the closest matching to what I have going on. And so I just made my little clusters of circles, just all the same size and stuff. But I am going to add some things to make a few differences. Like these are some of the flair from the Pink Fresh collection that came with my Hip Kit club. And so I pulled a couple of those, one that says The Perfect Moment and one says Imagine, and just put those in a couple different places. And then I'm going to add some little things to the other clusters as well so that they're not just kind of this random loose bubbly, bubbles or circles that are just have no meaning or purpose. And they're not connecting completely back to the picture. And that is what the sketch kind of has, is that they're kind of coming back. I can totally see that doing this layout again and having those circles be bubbles and be like a bathtub picture for a baby or a dog or something like that, or something along those lines. I think it's a lot of fun, and I do like working with circles most of the time. And in this case, definitely, I don't typically like cutting my picture in circles because I can't cut a circle very well. And if it's a picture, I feel like I got to hand cut that and not like cut it out on something, but it's all good. So now that I have everything kind of laid down, I mean, I pretty much am following the sketch almost like exactly, except my outside border, that marble on the outside, is much thicker than what they have on the sketch, which is a very thin green border that you can barely see. It looks like about a half an inch based off of what I'm looking at. And then that where I have the white polka dot is like an inch. So that's pretty close. But I think that's why I'm losing some space in that middle section, which I'm okay with. And then I just pull embellishments to finish my little circles off. I've added some hearts that have like some text print. I added a little pink butterfly up there in the top left corner of the picture. And then my little title I just pulled from the Pink Fresh collection. It says Priceless Memories, and used a little chipboard piece that says love this to put under it. And then I do add a couple of word phrases. One says beauty and the other says shine bright, because I felt like the color works with what I'm working with as well as the phrase. And then I also pulled a little green word that says awesome, and that is tucked in that bottom left corner. And I really, really love the simplicity of this, as well as how much fun this looks, which is so fitting because this was a fabulously fun evening with my friends. I love music. I love being with my friends. And so it was a perfect blend of fabulousness. And here is the close-up. I hope you all are checking out the 30 Days of Sketches playlist. There's going to be so much inspiration there, and people are super simplistic and all the way to the extreme with mixed media and lots of layers, different collections. There are so many different options and different people that are creating, and so I hope you're checking that out and finding people that you can watch, subscribe to. I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.